at this time, we're going to prepare for the Word of God. This person is a true woman of God. She loves God with her whole heart. She serves Him with her whole body, mind, and soul. She tells the truth, she lives the truth, and she speaks the truth. I want to introduce to some and present to others none other than Prophetess Monica Bryant. Let's give her a hand as she comes.
One of the things I looked at and I said, it's like God said, one of the questions I had was, why was God not pleased with Cain's offering? Why was He not pleased? Because what did Cain do? He brought him something from the ground. He brought him something from the ground. But one thing I want to point out to everybody is that, let's go to chapter 3 in Genesis. And we're going to go ahead and bust this thing wide open. And y'all going to understand why God was not pleased with Cain for what he did. And it's chapter 3, verse 17. And I'll read that. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife. Now we're talking about Adam and Eve right now. And hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Cain brought God something that was cursed. Cain brought God something that was cursed. God cursed the ground. When Adam sinned. When Adam sinned, when Adam died the death, when he died the spiritual death. Because, what does it say? Because God said, because you listened to your wife's voice and you did what I told you not to do. God had already given Adam a command on what not to do. And because his wife, and I have to say wife because she wasn't named at this moment, because of his wife, because she got beguiled, because she got tricked, because she got persuaded by the old serpent, she goes and she picks up the fruit. And she takes the first bite and then she gives it to Adam, and Adam took a bite. So now what does God do? God curses him. But he curses the ground. He curses the ground. The ground has been cursed. So this is what Cain does. He goes out there and he gives him something from the ground. Here goes something cursed. And he wants God to be pleased with him. Now Cain already knows the story. Cain already knows that the ground was cursed. Cain already knows the history. Because it said that in times past. That means time went on and on and on until they became a grown enough to be out there in the field, to be out there with the sheep. Now, later on in the story, we're going to have an understanding that God had a relationship with Cain. He talked with Cain. He talked with Abel. So Cain, in his own mind, decided to do what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it unto God. So God becomes angry with him. What is a pleasing offering unto God? God says that what was holy unto him as an offering is a goat, a cow, a sheep. That those things are holy. That by the sprinkling of the blood is holy. Okay. So if I knew that was holy, why would I go out there and give him some wheat? He didn't even put it to fire. He didn't even do none of that. He just go out there and give it to him. Just something. Not even the first. Not even the best. Not even the best of the crop. Come on. Try a little bit harder. To me, that's laziness. Now with Cain offered something unto God that was cursed. Cain doing this, it allowed me to see that Cain was rebellious and had the seed of sin within him. That was the first evidence of seeing sin that was in Cain. Not sin of his own, but sin that extended from the sin of his mother and his father.